I'm going to shout out Watchwoman for Christ because she just posted on this, and I'm going to use the articles she posted because this is really big. In her video, I'll link to it. She basically said, "Forget Russia." It's going down right now, and it's possible because Ben GVIR is the interior security chief of Israel, as you probably know, and he's a hardliner, and he's just not okay with Palestinian terror, and he's not okay with pretending that Israel's an occupier, and he's pretty intense. He's an incendiary guy. So you probably also know that on Tuesday he went up and toured the Temple Mount, and Hamas said if he does that, we're going to blow Israel to bits. They didn't. The UN then spent a day saying Israel is awful and what are we going to do? They're stirring up, world war by going on the Temple Mount. Now, it's, as John Haller has said, there's Muslim documents going back to, I think, 1924 that are saying, yeah, this Temple Mount was, the Jews' temple. And he has it in his hand, that brochure. There's no doubt about it. We have archaeology, we have the Bible, we have David buying Zion straight from who was it? I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say Obed, but I don't think that's right. But nonetheless, here we go. Ben GVIR said to order police to remove Palestinian flag wherever it flies. So there's tons of Palestinians that live in the land of Israel. To say to remove the Palestinian flag wherever it flies, apart from whether or not that's ethically or morally correct, it doesn't matter. What this is the Palestinians, Hamas, Hezbollah in the north, all the people that are opposed to Israel. I know I'm just speaking to the choir and everyone probably knows this, but if you so much, do anything, they're ready to destroy you. Everything is a chip on the shoulder, and everything is, even, God said to Ishmael that, his hand would be against his brother, and that, he'd be a wild donkey of a man. These guys are ready to fight. But if you go to a business and you try to take that flag, have the police take the Palestinian flag down everywhere, do you know how many people are going to go absolutely bat crazy? It's going to be, I hope I'm wrong. I don't see how it could not be this. Let's read it. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir at a handover ceremony after taking over the police ministry from the outgoing minister Omer Bar-Lev in Jerusalem. That was 8 days ago. Public Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has ordered Israel Police Commissioner Kobi Shabtai to remove Palestinian flags wherever they fly in public areas in Israel. The network cites unnamed police officers saying they do not know what to make of the new directive by the far-right politician, since cops are currently allowed only to remove the banners if they're deemed to risk causing public disturbance. As part of recent coalition negotiations, Ben-Gvir has received unprecedented control over police policy. So the coalition negotiations are the forming of the government. Netanyahu had to build a government. And then everyone, they kind of jockey for position. There's all these different groups represented, and they basically wheel and deal. Okay, I'll take this position if I get this. So now Ben-Gvir, having control of the police, he's able to order them to do things that they've never had to do. And so they're like, what do we do? Okay, so that's that article. And then the next two stories, the only way that I can interpret it is that Ben-Gvir is basically going up to the Palestinians and Hamas and saying, F you, and spitting in their face and poking them in the chest and standing too close to their face. Ben-Gvir has Israel police break up East Jerusalem Parents Committee meeting. Okay, so there's a PTA meeting. East Jerusalem is the Palestinian area. Like there's 4 quarters of Jerusalem. There's a Jewish, there's a Jewish, there's a Palestinian, there's a Christian, and then what's the fourth one? I don't know. Someone tell me. Please put it in the comments. And here we have, let's see, I can't even read that. So blah, blah, blah. It says Ben-Gvir and Israel Police Commissioner Kobi Shabtai attend a ceremony last month. Okay, so this is these two guys. The guy with the blue tie is Ben-Gvir. Then the police guy is the police commissioner Shabtai. The committee, okay, and so it says, the committee said the meeting was held to discuss the shortage of teachers in Arab schools in Israel. You couldn't be more provocative than having the cops bust up a PTA meeting about how we need more teachers for our kiddos. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir instructed Israel police to break up a parents' committee meeting in East Jerusalem on Saturday, that's yesterday. According to a report by Haaretz, the committee's chairman, Mahmoud Faiz, told Haaretz that he was called to an interrogation at the police station on Sunday with 2 other parents who were at the meeting. So the police, at Ben-Gvir's order, basically took the committee chairman, the PTA chairman, the head of the PTA, and 2 parents down to the station to interrogate him. The police warrant stated that the meeting was broken up because it was funded by the Palestinian Authority, which is illegal under the Oslo Accords as they forbid PA activity within the borders of Jerusalem. It's time to stop the celebration of the Palestinian Authority in Jerusalem and prevent the authority from holding terrorism conferences in Jerusalem, said Ben-Gvir in a statement. Could be true, but it could be true, and he could be right. I don't know. He may be wrong. But the moral, this is not to moralize. This is to say this guy is literally picking a fight. Like, it's kind of like going up to a guy and like grabbing his wife and trying to kiss her. Like, this is how incendiary this is. It's just mind-boggling. Can't picture it incendiary. And finally, Israel took the Palestinian foreign minister and took his travel permit away. So remember how I was saying that the UN held a day and they're like, bad Israel, no going on the Temple Mount and starting a war. So his travel permit was revoked, or maybe it was his whole permit, in retaliation for asking the UN's International Court of Justice to opine on the Israeli occupation. You know, like it's not an occupation, but whatever. So that's him. His name's Riyad al-Maliki. Israel's new conservative government has removed the travel permit of Palestinian Foreign Minister Riyad al-Maliki as a part of a series of steps taken to punish the occupied West Bank for seeking a legal opinion in its plight from the UN's highest count. His travel pass was revoked, blah, blah, blah. So bottom line is we have a threefold rapid fire, giant FU, giant slap in the face to the Palestinians, on top of Tuesday's going to the Temple Mount, which they said that was enough to make them start a regional war. And everyone, both sides have said the next war is going to be for keeps forever. The world won't be the same. It's all out. So for those of us hoping 2023 would be nice and calm, which is almost no one I know, except for the people that have their heads in the sand, 2023 is not disappointing. Please put your comments in the comment section. I want to hear everything everyone thinks. And if you want to share it, that'd be cool too. God bless you.